There's a confident power in such a portrait, which goes far beyond fatuous comments on Browning's supposed optimism. But as the century went on, doubt began to erode religious faith, and we find a new troubled romanticism, not convinced by the old orthodoxies, but unsure of the individual and of individual passions too. One of the poets we particularly turn to here is Matthew Arnold. Arnold was a product of the high-minded, duty-ridden early Victorian intellectual aristocracy, dissatisfied with the bland Anglicanism of his day, but unable to find any firm substitute for it. Matthew Arnold confronted this loss directly in his key poem, Dover Beach. And here the setting, the descriptiveness, the glance back towards classical Greece, the moralizing, all these blend together with the greatest authority.
The sea is calm tonight. The tide is full. The moon lies fair upon the straits. On the French coast the light gleams and is gone. The cliffs of England stand glimmering and vast out in the tranquil bay. Come to the window. Sweet is the night air. Only from the long line of spray where the sea meets the moon-blanched land, listen. You hear the grating roar of pebbles which the waves draw back and fling at their return up the high strand, begin and cease and then again begin with tremulous cadence, slow, and bring the eternal note of sadness in. Sophocles long ago heard it on the Aegean, and it brought into his mind the turbid ebb and flow of human misery. We find also in the sound a thought, hearing it by this distant northern sea. The sea of faith was once too at the full, and round earth's shore lay like the folds of a bright girdle fold. But now I only hear its melancholy long withdrawing roar, retreating to the breath of the night wind down the vast edges drear and naked shingles of the world. Ah, love, let us be true to one another. For the world, which seems to lie before us like a land of dreams, so various, so beautiful, so new, hath really neither joy, nor love, nor light, nor certitude, nor peace, nor help for pain. And we are here as on a darkling plain, swept with confused alarms of struggle and flight, where ignorant armies clash by night.
To some people, for example the Pre-Raphaelites, such as Christina Rossetti's brother Dante Gabriel, art and created beauty could seem a substitute for lost religious faith. Art itself could sometimes seem a religion. Later in the 19th century, there was to be the catchphrase, art for art's sake. When Tennyson died in 1892, and the question of who was to be the next poet laureate was being canvassed, Queen Victoria is reported to have said, "I hear that Mr. Swinburne is the best poet in my dominions." Well, Algernon Charles Swinburne didn't in fact get the job. A very minor and rather ridiculous Tory journalist called Alfred Austin was eventually appointed. But Swinburne was certainly wildly popular, particularly among the young, who loved him partly for his sexual and religious unorthodoxy, which is probably why he wasn't given the laureateship, but chiefly for his hypnotically beautiful rhythms, saying mysterious things in wholly seductive ways, as in the Garden of Proserpine, from which these stanzas come. Here where the world is quiet, here where all trouble seems, dead winds and spent waves riot in doubtful dreams of dreams, I watch the green field growing, for reaping folk and sowing, for harvest time and mowing, a sleepy world of streams. I am tired of tears and laughter, and men that laugh and weep, of what may come hereafter, for men that sow to reap. I am weary of days and hours, blown buds of barren flowers, desires and dreams and powers, and everything but sleep. Pale beyond porch and portal, crowned with calm leaves, she stands, who gathers all things mortal with cold immortal hands. Her languid lips are sweeter than love's who fears to greet her, to men that mix and meet her from many times and lands. From too much love of living, from hope and fear set free, we thank with brief thanksgiving, whatever gods may be, that no life lives forever, that dead men rise up never, that even the weariest river winds somewhere safe to sea. Then star nor sun shall waken, nor any change of light, nor sound of waters shaken, nor any sound or sight, nor wintry leaves, nor vernal, nor days, nor things diurnal, only the sleep eternal in an eternal night.